Are you guys off now?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye. All right. So there was a lady that recently just stopped like a few seconds ago. That's the same lady.
Are you live there?
Yeah. Did that lady just say that they're here?
Yeah, but I was just making a joke when I said let's start something. I just remember.
Oh no, I wasn't live when I.
You wasn't live there. Okay. No, it's just a joke. It's just that I missed out yesterday. I wasn't here. So I'm just kidding. I don't want violence.
Yeah, we know.
That was standing over there also said that there was two high aces full of red berets, and apparently there on top is also a couple of can look now.
All right, guys. So yeah, just an update. We just had two people, or the same lady, tell us that the bus has just stopped on the other side over there of Red Berets. Cops have left to go check it out. People, I think some of the people that were here went to go check it out as well. There was, and JC did turn up. I don't think he wants to be on camera, but he did turn up. He's giving me a power bank. I have power. I have data. We are good to go. JC, do you want to go check out the vibe? All right. Let's see. There's this guy with this crazy beard. Awesome. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure where exactly this lady said. Apparently buses have stopped somewhere over here. You can see some of the guys are sitting, waiting still. It's a very long road.
Did you walk down this one?
No, over there. Yeah. Now by the park school. I'm hoping that maybe someone will stop their car and tell us if they are there. I don't see anything yet. Nothing there. Okay, there's a cop car checking for patrol. Everybody give some hearts for JC for pulling through, offering his power bank so I can have power. Okay, no, that's for a second I thought that was the red bus. Although it would be suited for the event.
I like playing inside.
Yeah. Did you see where Zoo went?
Hey, he's going to park his car, I think, on the side.
Oh, okay.
This side.
Do you see them?
I just came to get my car. I don't want to. I did see Toyota Verso. I did see a Toyota Verso or something here with a few people at the back, but they apparently were wearing white, so I'm not sure. Just came to check out the area now. But I think they went away again.
Alright. Yeah, because.
What did they say then?
No, there was a lady that came by and said that there was a bus that just stopped with red berets.
With red berets? Okay.
Yeah.
I think they'll go down that way to check. Where you get from?
No, I'm parked far from here. I made sure. I'm parked by yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck that. not gonna risk my lovely car. All right, I don't. I think if we stay where we were, we'll be fine. I mean, I have no idea where this bus is, how far they're gonna walk, if they even are here. I don't see anything. I don't think the lady was lying. At least I hope not. Well, I do hope and I hope not. It's a weird one. I hope she is lying, but at the same time, why would you stop at a time when tensions are, fickle, not rising, fickle, and say, "Oh, EFF are here." Anyway, I see a lot of cop movement.
I don't think there's activity that side.
Well,
As I entered, there was nothing in that side as well.
okay. Let me see what some of you are saying. A lot of people are saying thank you, JC. Cool. All right. Also, just to give you guys a bit of an update on what's been happening. Cheers. Um, sorry. Do you go to Brackenfell? All right. Can I interview you?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Sure.
So, what's your name? Just state your name.
Nico Kellerman.
All right. When did you matriculate?
I matriculated 2012 at Brackenfell High School. I've been staying in Brackenfell my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, just something from my side. I've never experienced any racism in Brackenfell School. Never even in my whole life. It's an amazing area. Never ever experienced any racism in Brackenfell itself. I feel Brackenfell's a very loving community. Never had any problems. I feel this is totally, heeltemal hand uitgeruk vir die verkeerde redes. This whole thing has got nothing to do with the school, unfortunately. It's politically driven. Yeah, I just think it needs to be put into this, unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
All right. Cool. Thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you so much, Joe Show. Check it out on YouTube. Subscribe. Is this the lady now that? Yeah. I don't want to film her if she doesn't want to be filmed.
Yeah.
I just want to ask her. Hi. I'm not going to film you. I just want to know. Sorry, I'm not going to film you. I just want to know, did you see the EFF earlier? Was it you that reported that? Where were they?
No. Actually, the guy that's at the bottom.
Oh, there. Okay, cool. Thank you.
But there is a bus.
Is there? Okay, thank you. Big bus. Okay. So apparently there is a big bus. She didn't want to be filmed. That's fine. So yeah, I don't see the parents now coming back. Zoo, did you hear anything?
There's a car that was up here. It was now around the corner and then they moved now to that side. So
Just one car?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's a drive through to check where's the entry point.
I saw someone signaling something now. Okay. On the ground, a lot of misinformation, guys. We don't know what's happening. Most of the parents have left, as you can see. Either they went to go check out what happened. I don't know if that's a result of yesterday, but someone needs to sort that out. Can we get a panel beater here ASAP? Thank you. And yeah, as you can see, most of the crowd has left. This happened during my break. And now reports that they're here, but very confusing. There's a bit of a commotion. It seems either people are trying to verify if they're here by trying to find out where they might be. We're seeing a lot of cars just going around in circles. Maybe they're on the other side, we don't know.
drive around, see what's happening.
Yanni's saying that will buff right out. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who remember, Riddell was on my show during the lockdown. There's Debbie Else with our voices driving. I think going to check out the area, or she's leaving. I'm not sure. Yes, so Riddell, please go check out her album. She's very, very, very talented. So please check that out. I don't know, JC, are you going to come to the show? Are you going to be on my show one day?
Yeah.
Theory is asking.
Yes.
He says yes. I'm gonna send him dates. So I'll send him dates and stuff like that. I'm gonna ask him some lawyer stuff. All right. Well, I also thought I would tell you guys just a quick update on what's going on. So basically, since arriving today, not much has happened. There's been a strong police presence, that's for sure. If you go to the first part, you'll see me recording the police vans that came in with lots of police. They were on the one side of the school. I hung around that side for a bit. There were people with golf clubs. You're probably going to see images of that on mainstream media. Apparently, this white Chevrolet is suspected to be EFF. But then that's like 6 people.
Yeah.
Is that their brigade?
Maybe there's 8.
I was suspicious that but she pointed out because just after she pointed out they passed
Really? It could be scouts.
Yeah, because they are driving, they stood up there and then this side, and then they drive around and now they're back again.
Yeah, I think maybe the scouts. It's returning. I think. Okay, I'm gonna get some. 2 cars now.
That's why I moved my car. I moved my car. I think I come up from as well.
What is going on?
Put them on camera.
ANC.
The boss. That's who was ANC.
Oh, that's the chick from yesterday.
Oh, okay. You recognize it.
I think it's EFF. No, it's EFF.
This is EFF?
It's EFF.
Oh, okay.
Here they are, guys.
Are they not in red? Having the white shirt. Make a statement.
Some of the guys making their presence known. I would say we're about even numbers now. All right, so obviously they're making a statement over there. Once again, it was quiet. There's not much happening the whole day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You were right, 8. 8 individuals from EFF, I believe it's EFF, have arrived here. They're just doing a bit of a statement. But everyone's staying to their side. You can see them right behind me. They're talking to each other. The parents, still a few parents on that side. I don't know if any parents are coming back. Police is still here, are still here. There's still a heavy police presence here. Well, somewhat heavy. But there we go. There's one police car over there, two police cars over here, one police car over there. So everyone's just kind of chilling. And we have a learner, but a shitty day to learn how to drive. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the woman that caused a lot of trouble yesterday, for lack of a better word.
That was the window?
Huh?
I don't know. No, I nearly thought it was Mr. Windy.
Uh.
Ellen Windy. Looks like. And then I saw the beard.
Ella and Nabila, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just recording the events that are happening at Brackenfell High School with the EFF and the parents and the Brackenfell community. I've been here the whole day so far, just recording what's been happening. Very strong police presence on the other side, on that side, like on the other side. There's very, very, very strong police presence. Over here, not so much. I think because most of the parents have left. Not as much cops, but there are some cops going around. You can see one over there. You can see a few on my right here, another two in front of me here, and one over here. The EFF, I believe this is the EFF. I'm not sure, or it's who are these guys?
Yeah, ANC North, the one lady.
I see Kiko on the shirt. So yeah. So I'm just documenting what happened today.
On the back of the shirt, it says Cosas.
That-
COSAS. COSAS.
Who are they part of?
I don't know. There's so many organizations. I don't know who they are.
Anybody in the chats can help me? Oh, okay, there we go. Someone answering that question, saying, let's see here. They're saying, COSAS is Congress of SA students.
Oh, okay. So it's one of the youth leagues.
Yes.
I'm catching beat. And if I can get it also.
All right. Well, it's not the EFF, which is good. So yeah, the EFF haven't appeared. We've seen ANC here. We've seen. I'm actually disappointed the DA or none of the DA members were here. Parliament. ANC came out, but not the DA, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah. Yeah, there are some cars, the Brew patrolling, but there's not as much as there was before. Okay, there we go. Some of them have returned because they heard that the ANC, or sorry, the EFF might be here. Again, there was a report of a bus with red berets, but I think that was maybe a false report. Go interview them.
Comrades, we are here today to just send one message. And we are here today to send one strong message. My name is Mpumzi Giu, the acting provincial secretary of COSAS in the Western Cape. Our stance is one. We are standing very firm, we are standing a very strong message. For the sake of time, because we understand very well that most of us are busy and we need to make sure that we prepare for our final examination. As scholars and as students, examination, we are here to send a very strong message to all the parents, to all the community members, and most importantly, to the staff members and the learners inside the school. We have been going throughout the province to all schools within the ranks of the province. Ours is one. What we are saying is that there is no learner, not under any circumstances, that should feel deprived or that should feel inferior just because of the color of their skin. What we're saying is one, we will not allow for any of the acts that we have seen yesterday, especially now that matriculants are busy preparing and writing their final examination. For heaven's sake, these learners who are sitting there and myself, coming from my very own school today, we have been through a lot of depression. We are dealing with stress. We are dealing with anxiety that has been brought upon us by COVID-19. And yet we see hooligans who come and defend, who come and want to distract and disturb us when we are writing and dealing with our final examination. As Kwasas will not keep quiet. As Kwasas, this is not the first school. This is not the first school that we are visiting. This is not the first and this is not the last school. We'll go to all schools and we'll make sure that all learners' voice they are being heard. All learners need to be represented and their voices need to be heard. We will not take much time because we understand that we need ourselves to prepare for examinations. But we came here to demonstrate that. We came here to make sure that we send a very firm and strong message in saying that all learners are calling for the representation of all learners and equality within our schools, especially schools of multiraciality. We have never seen so much police visibility in Khayelitsha. We have never seen so much police visibility in Manenberg, where there's gangsterism at schools, where learners are being shot and where learners are being stabbed on a daily basis. But what we are here to say is that all learners, they are equal, and all learners within the ranks of the Western Cape need equal representation, and education for them, it should never become, or it should never be differentiated through the color of their skin. Amanda! Amanda!
Sorry, can I interview one of you guys?
No, I'm not speaking to you. We just said hooligans. So who's the hooligans?
No,
Excuse me, please elaborate on that.
is it an interview?
Yeah, I would like to. Yanni, are you watching? Just if you are, please message my wife and tell her that I'm fine. I've been streaming all day, so I haven't been able to reach her. If you're listening to me, Yanni, please do that for me. Or Reese.
No, you just said that. Just give.
So obviously the parents not too happy with what was said here. Everyone has kind of come back, which is great to see. People left and then they came back. Now let's see if I can hear what they have to say.
Say, do you want? Ronald, do you want?
Hey?
Do you want to get in on this?
We already spoke to Representative earlier.
Okay, good.
Ignore me, na? Okay. Speak to her, okay?
your full name for me, your title, please?
Emilio, Acting Provincial Secretary of COSAS.
Why are you here?
Today we are here as COSAS to come and exhaust our frustrations, especially after media coverage and also after our constituents and our members inside this particular school that were outside of got into contact with us after an incident that went viral on social media and after previous incident that occurred of racial discrimination amongst themselves. We understand very well that this is a multiracial school that we are here where they feel inferior just because of the color of their skin.
So you say some of your constituents have raised issue before, yet this is the first time you're here. Why are you here today when you've had opportunity to be here before?
As I've said, that through engagement that we have had, especially after hell broke loose yesterday and we saw violence acts that occurred outside the school, we are here to very send a strong message, especially now that after when our members are going through final examination, we understand very well that these learners that are sitting there today, they have went through trauma, they've went through depression and anxiety that have been brought upon us by COVID-19, and yet we see acts of this nature. Especially what transpired yesterday. What want to put it out crystal clear is that if you call yourself a concerned member of society, then how come you come and behave in such a manner that will at some later stage have a negative impact at a learner that is sitting and writing for their final examination?
Have you engaged with the school management for this dialogue?
What we have done, we have sent a communique directly, because I'm the provincial secretary. We have sent a communique directly to the Western Cape Education Department. But as of this story of the matric farewell that took place, their response was one that it was a private function. But however, what we want to put it out crystal clear that these acts and these incidents of racial discrimination in the school do not only affect matriculants. What is going to happen next year if we see or if learners of color they cry of a similar incident, or if more and more similar happen?
What are some of the other incidents, not this matric farewell, the other incidents that your constituents have raised with you?
No, we have been in touch with the members, and one of the issues that they are raising is that they are being treated not equal at the school. As I've said, that since a learner is a learner of color, or this is a multiracial school. However, treatment towards them has not been equal, and that is why I'm saying that we need to have drastic engagements with the Department of Education. We must not be reactionary, but we need to make sure that we curb this discrimination and all these acts, even for future purposes. Fortunately, this class of 2020, they were able for their incident to catch too much media attention. And it's just fortunate even for those that are doing grade 11 and for those who wish to come and apply at the school. Because from now on, going forward, we'll engage with the department, and hopefully the management of the school will allow us and give us that platform to have these engagements with them, including with the student representative body that should represent all learners of all color at this particular school.
Thank you very much.
Do you get the sense that the problem is huger than here, than Brackenfell?
Yeah. As I've just said, this is not the first school that we've been to, and this is not the last. But what we are saying is that through schools, and especially when an issue gets too much of media attention, we need to make sure that we raise these discussions with the Department of Education and have long-lasting bilateral engagements on how are we going to fight racism. Racism, we know, it is a big issue, especially in the province. So that is why I'm saying that this is not the first school that we've been to, and this is not the last. This issue, we are dealing directly with the Western Cape Education Department. We do not want to limit ourselves to this particular school, so that tomorrow when another school has an issue, we go to that school again. But we want to have these engagements with the Department of Education in the province. Thank you very much. Pumzi MPH.
Hold on. You're spelling for no one. Just hold on. Yes.
Mpumzi MPH UMZI
Yes.
QGI WU.
And you are the
Acting Provincial Secretary for South System.
It seems like they're going to be leaving now. More, you can see on the shirt it says "Rebuild, Reform, Reunite." The other shirt says "I'm a product of the masses, my country. I am product or something. I can read. My country. I am the product of my enemy. I am a product of the masses of my country. I'm a product of my enemy." It seems like they're leaving now.
That's what they say.
Sometimes you have to show real restraints because that guy just said his puss to me because I was recording him. You guys may have not heard it because of the cars driving in the background or whatever. Not gonna lie, I did want to confront him, but at the same time, this is not the place or time. That gentleman also tried to confront when the man said hooligans. I don't blame him, but there was all these guys that come forward, and they were the ones saying in the background, "That's not true. That's not true." Honestly, I don't blame them. As you can see, more people have come out, come back to make sure that the children are safe. Obviously, these guys caused a bit of a tension, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. People were like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" They came, they did what they said what they had to say. They got an interview, they got some media coverage, and now it looks like they are leaving. So let it be. Thank you, Chad. His puss. It's not necessary, but I don't know if you guys heard what he was saying to the lady. Where's your dump ass? And at least that's what I heard. I stand under correction. And obviously they were joking. It was a moment where they laughed about it. So and then the other gentleman was like, hey, he's recording you. He stops. He looks at me, and he very, very, very under his breath says, "Your puss," or his puss. Sorry. And yes, I wanted to tell him, "What did you say?" But there's no need for that. I'm not the enemy. The media is, and clearly you can see him there at mainstream media corner. It's fine. Let me see if anybody wants to be interviewed. So, is there anybody here that goes to the school, went to the school?
We came today.
No, but I mean, have you studied there? Have you studied there? No. Do you mind if I interview you? Okay, cool. No worries.
I'm asking, is your name Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, we watched
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We checked this morning and we were like, yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm a YouTuber / comedian, so I'm documenting what's happening.
Did you guys listen to what they were saying over there?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make any comments on that?
Yeah, probably
Because
later.
the media is starting to really really rubbed the people in this country up in a wrong
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And at this stage, folks must watch out.
Yep. That's what I was saying yesterday as well. I was
They
covering
must
what
really
happened. Yeah.
consider, because it's one thing to obviously have your little bit of bias and catering to your viewership, but if you're starting to propagate lies, you take problem with
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. That's exactly what I was saying yesterday on my stream as well. Like just documenting everything and seeing what the media has done.
Impartial.
Yeah.
Are you similar to like Ronaldo Fires?
Yes.
No, Ronaldo hosts a BA award council.
No. I mean, the
What
streaming
award do you
side.
council?
Yes. So I know I've had big Yordi on my show. I have Ronaldo tonight on my show.
Are you joking?
No, he's gonna be.
I'm watching it.
Yeah, it's called the
He
Joe
says
Show.
it as it is.
Yeah.
No, but I follow you, the Joe Show.
Yeah, that's me.
And what's that other guy? He streamed it yesterday as well.
I'm actually live right now. I just want to say, sorry guys, I don't know if these guys want to be filmed, so I'm just looking at their feet. Yeah, Ronaldo will be on my show tonight. I'm trying to get Ernest Ritz eventually. But yeah, thank you for following, by the way. Oh, Ramon, yeah, he's been on my show a few times as well.
Are you going to come again tomorrow? Do you think there's going to be another
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch social media. I'll see what mainstream media is saying as well, and yeah,
It
I'll
was
come
hard
back.
this morning to find any sort of like. I mean, I was watching a lot of channels trying to figure out is anyone here, what's going on, and luckily I saw someone. I was like, good, now I can see.
Yeah.
There's one that's in the bucket as well. And then there's a few of them that are in different colour flowers. And then there's a white like panel vein. You can't see on the inside, but they were always red. That was driving.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe they're having a meeting somewhere else.
That's quite cool.
Kyk, sy sê maar af en toe van die kuier by vriende.
Yes.
Sy net vir hom nog onthou.
Ja, dis cool. En
ek het nou by die huis, het ek 'n studio. Ek skep hom nou in 'n filmstudio. So jy train in 'n filmstudio. Ja, en dis moet dan mense
So yeah, guys, obviously some fans that watch me, that's really cool. The one gentleman was saying that they were here yesterday, they blocked up an area. We can see here some of the cops are either patrolling or leaving. Yeah, and not much is happening at the moment. But yeah, so today has been quiet. Once again, everybody coming out to show solidarity. There were two moments that were close. A little bit of tension, a little bit of worry was when the media was out on this side. You'll see in part two, the media was here. I start immediately. The crowd that were here telling the media, start reporting on the truth. Something that the gentleman was telling me now, that you can see how the media is warping everything, or mainstream media. And go watch that, where the journalist is literally being cucked at. And then now with the student people coming out, doing the little march, whatever, little toy, and then we want to make a statement, and media coming out. They got their bit of airtime, and then they fucked off. One guy calling him out, a guy interviewed earlier in this part of the stream, saying, "Who are you calling hooligans?" A lot of the people here were saying that a lot of what he was saying was a lie, that there is no racism here, and I'm proud of these guys for standing up and saying that's not true. Hopefully, in the interview, when the mainstream media airs it, people will hear in the background that's not true, and it's great. I didn't feel there was any point in interviewing him. It's the same rhetoric that we've heard all day. I interviewed a member of the ANC earlier, same rhetoric. So yeah, they're all one in the same, really. And we'll see what the media puts out. The media was here. They came here. They got a lot of. I'm sure you're gonna see the media reporting saying that the parents harassed a reporter. Watch out for that. I have a feeling that's going to happen, and that's false. They didn't harass. They were just saying you need to report on the news. People are angry. People want the truth. They don't want false narratives and racist rhetoric. And I documented that, so you can go and check out for yourself if you think that the parents were harassing her. They did not touch her. They did not swear at her. As far as I could tell, they did not swear at her. But they definitely did not touch her in any way, shape, or form. They just were there to say, report on the truth. We don't want to be interviewed by you if you're not going to report on the truth. And that is a fair request. So yeah, and then they continue to do their little interviews and stuff like that. And luckily, I got most of the interviews. You guys can see the full interviews on my channel, and judge for yourselves. Compare it to what the media puts out and what was actually said. I also have some behind-the-scenes footage, an interview with Debbie Else and a man from Kusatu, which I will be releasing on my channel once I'm done here today. Yeah, so Cyril definitely didn't arrive. Julius definitely isn't here, but there are still parents here and students that are showing their solidarity. Yeah, there's people that are here to protect the kids. Got some more people arriving. Coming in badass, coming in hot. All right, so for those of you that are watching, please subscribe, please like, please share. If there's been any super chats, I'm sorry that I didn't. I don't always. I'm not always looking at the comments. If anybody super chatted now, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Don't forget you can also become a member for as little as 10 Rand. And yes, someone asked me earlier if they come here tomorrow or if the EFF is going to say that they're going to be here tomorrow. Will I come through? And yes, I will. I will be here tomorrow as well to document everything and just make sure that the truth is out there. That's it. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. You still got a crowd here. Still got people here. These guys are stopped there. Policeman there. I haven't heard anything. I don't know what the commotion is over there. But that's the guy that said in my puss. So I don't know if I really want to go to him. Sorry about the wind.
Now, the other thing is that your president put our president on our president, you mean? Reading the following, it should not be tolerated that these should be. But sir, I'm just going to talk. No, hang on, I'm talking. He says, like got the freedom to come and do what he wants in front of his school. Look at his common sense.
No, he didn't. The press release said, his press release said that every South African has got right from this in terms of the constitutional rights. Because what the president and the press release says that what happened. That's what the president said in his statement.
Not in front of a school.
Yes, that's the statement the president said.
Yes, I'll show you. Yes. Not the statement that I have.
He received it. He received who is doing it.
They did say you're not allowed to campaign for political parties in front of schools.
It's not
That
right.
is.
It's not right.
So, if you are right, the education department vinyl, they say it's not right. But then you put it the same. But essentially, the actions must be condemned.
That's not the same as well.
But then it's not from the president. Because you can see this message here. You can read what the topic is. Then it's reading fake news. Then it's fake news that you read. You need to check your sources. You can go to the president's website.
Fucking pumpkin brain red. You can't allow things to happen.
You didn't allow it. Why does South Africa need nannies?
Anyhow, listen, gentlemen. Sorry, I'm not.
So just before you go. I don't understand.
It's fine.
I don't understand your I don't understand your anger. However, when you say things, right? To us, like your president, right?
He's not my president.
But that type of rhetoric tells people,
you
know, I don't see myself as part of South Africa. I see myself as something special.
He's not my president. I will tell it in front of his bloody face.
Seems like it was a little bit of a scuffle. I'm actually going to try and speak to this man and ask him what happened. Sorry. I'm going to get run over. Sorry, sir. Can I have a moment of your time? I just want to ask you a few questions. Can I ask you a few questions? I'm independent. I just want to understand what happened there with the gentleman over there.
I'm not ready for this now. Just hold on.
All right, cool. No worries.
That's okay.
No, he's angry. I understand where he's coming from. I think he was trying to get some information there. He needs a moment to cool down. He's having cigarettes. We'll give him that time. But yeah, I kind of agree with what he said. You know, president's not my president. And some of you don't know this. I have said that on my channel. I've called out the president many times on my channel and told him that every day you give me another reason to say you are not my president. I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't think he's a president. He put out a letter today condemning the racial tensions that are happening at Brackenfell, but he didn't necessarily condemn the EFF. And a letter is not good enough. A letter is not good enough to address the farm attacks, the farm murders. We need more than just letters. We need the president to tell the EFF to fuck off. That's what we need. But he'll never do that. He'll never do that. And and I understand the gentleman's frustrations. I think we all do. And I don't agree at all with what that man said about when you say that the president is not my president, then that makes you special. No. It is an opinion. It is a sign of frustration. And I, as a South African citizen, have the right to disagree, not vote for, call out the president and give my opinion. That doesn't make me special. It makes me a South African citizen who's concerned for what is going on. And we need to understand that just because someone says, oh, he's not my president, doesn't mean it's racist, doesn't mean it is any of those things. It means that we are not happy with the way the president is leading this country. And there's a lot of people that feel that way. A lot of people are scared to say that because of what that man just said. Oh, but if you say that, then people take it this way. No, that's not how it is. You can't understand that people are frustrated, people are angry because of the crime, because of GBV, because of farm murders, farm attacks. You can't understand that people are upset because of the economy, because of the lockdown, because of the uh, horrible way that the ANC has been dealing with this, and the president showing no backbone. Then you got to question: are you patriotic? Do you even care? You know, we are individuals who are all willing to stand up and fight for what is right. That's why I'm here, documenting what's happening. So yeah, I don't think this gentleman will let me film him, but yeah, I'm speaking Afrikaans, so I can't really understand what he's saying. But yeah, I do believe that maybe he went out to cock the media a bit, and yeah, people saying stuff again. A lot of people, some people have left again. Once again, moderators, if there's anyone that is being racist or being annoying in the chats, you have full permission to block. Don't be shy. Yeah. Can anybody who's watching verify if the president is speaking today? He might be actually speaking today. Sorry, guys, I'm just on my phone checking something quickly. I want to see if the president is speaking today. I doubt he is. Don't know if any of you have seen this. I don't know if you can see it on my phone, but that was a tweet 5 hours ago from the president. President Cyril Ramaphosa has described the confrontation outside Brackenfell High School in Cape Town as deeply regrettable and has called on all parties involved to act responsibly. Now that sounds cool, but when you read it, it is anything but inspiring. Of course, being the president. So this is just a letter that he put out today. I don't know if you guys can really see. There we go. But, and of course, that line is quite important. What happened today brings back hurtful memories of a past we should never seek to return to. I'm sure you guys know what that means. But I don't see a group of parents and members of the EFF, the EFF members protesting against alleged racism at the school. It is the right of every South African to engage in peaceful protests. Any action to suppress the right to freedom of expression, particularly through violence and intimidation, must be roundly condemned. So very indirectly condemning EFF and the parents that caused violence, but that's a weak response, very weak. This is a very weak letter. should not allow what has transpired at Brackenfell High School to be used by any groupings who want to cause racial polarization. Okay, well, look at your own party, sir. Look at your own party. That's the letter. Bunch of mumbo jumbo. Yep. It is true. Yanni, are you still watching? So yeah, guys, it looks like it's calmed down a bit. Let me just check the time quickly. All right, we're almost at the end of the hour for this one. So I'm gonna sign off in a few moments. I will hang around off air for a bit and see what's happening, see if anybody can tell me anything. As you can see, some of the parents are leaving again. So yeah, I'm gonna hang around for a bit. I'm gonna see if anybody has any information. The news media is still here, ETV. But other than that, there are some people still hanging around, obviously. But most of them are gone. So I'll see if I'll do another stream. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Keep an eye on my channel. For all of you that gave super chats today, thank you so much. For JC, thank you so much for also giving me your power bank, man. It's really awesome of you. Thank you to the donors for the airtime. I think I'm still good with the airtime, so I should be good if EFF come tomorrow. I will be here. So yeah, at least I know I've got airtime for that. And we'll see about a power bank. Maybe I'll go and buy a power bank when I'm done here. And yeah, that way I know I'm good for tomorrow. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will see you at the next one.